What's going on, people, on this Tuesday evening? How's everybody doing? Tuesday, going into the head into the October, people. God dang, October. This we're in fall now. Week into fall. How's everybody doing? Big week into fall. Big crazy news type things going on right now. We got this debate going on tonight, 8 o'clock, I think it is. I don't know. A bunch of news type of things going on. And basically, a lot of people are all up in arms about taxes, people. Taxes. Taxes, I've always talked about taxes in some of my videos, some of my posts, some of my stuff. And I always said to you that, that was one of the biggest things that people suffer from is the tax thing, because the people who are the W-2s, capital gains, all those kind of guys, those people, you pay the biggest thing in tax, and everybody's up in arms because Donald Trump, or I should say 45, paid 700 and some odd dollars the last 10, 15 years in just taxes. So let's understand why that is. Okay, you gotta understand. The biggest problem why he's in trouble now is not because he used the tax thing. That's not the biggest thing. He like any other big business, any business that is running now. Like if you're in network marketing, you too can take advantage of the tax loopholes. As a business person, you just have to be active in your business through the year. No matter what it is. That's why, when people talk about spending money and saving money and all that kind of stuff with money, you got to understand that if you want to take advantage of the tax loopholes, you have to conduct business. That's just the way it is. Okay, and I don't know why people get so upset when people learn to take advantage of certain things, and it's written in the tax laws. There's a big thing on there's a post today talking about his daughter, something about what he paid. Or did you know you can hire this is one thing you can hire your kids for, and this is what people why they have farms. You can hire your kids in your business, pay them a salary, and can write that off as a tax thing. You know that? You can do that. You can do that. Okay? See, contrary to what all the BS that you probably were told as a whatever you were told, the biggest reason why most people struggle is taxes. Okay? It's the tax game. We have not learned to play the tax game. Most people haven't learned to play the tax game, but then y'all get upset with everybody else who does. And I'm not a Trump supporter, okay? Let's just be clear on that. I'm not a Trump supporter, okay? I'm just trying to get you to understand, people, that the name of the game is not how much money you really make, how much money you get to keep, and that's through the tax game. And people are all up. I hear celebrities like the other day, was it yesterday? Whoopi Goldberg was upset because he only paid that much in the last 15 years. There's tax loopholes, and it all depends on where you stand in the tax bracket. W-2 people are going to always pay more. And this is why I always promoted the book Cash Flow Quadrant. Robert Kiyosaki, they'll tell you, if you read that book, Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant, or you read Conspiracy to Rich or Unfair Advantage, those books will tell you about the tax code, why the tax code is the way it is, how it is, and how everyday people can take advantage of it, even if you work in a job. See, most of you guys are in what they call the you're in You're a W-2 worker. W-2 workers pay the highest in taxes. And when you pay the highest in taxes, you get mad because you're not trained to understand how to get away from paying the highest in taxes. Now, a lot of y'all are out here not doing the things you could do in taking advantage of the tax loopholes because you don't know. Okay, you're ignorant to the fact of the tax loopholes. You're ignorant to the fact of that you don't have to do these type of things, but you get mad. You get mad at those who do. The biggest problem with all this thing is you got to understand these type of things and don't get mad because you understand. It's not for somebody to hold your hand. Granted, in a way, it's not your fault either because schooling doesn't teach you. Schooling doesn't teach you excuse me, about certain things about business. Okay, about any of this kind of stuff. You got to understand there's a certain curriculum that's created. And we're going to talk about more in depth about this. And join me on my Sunset Sundays that I do with my business partner, Kent Robertson, 7 o'clock. We're going to talk more in depth about the tax laws, the tax things you can get away. See, the biggest problem with some people that, I don't know, and I saw a post online talking about, well, Wesley Snipes went to jail for this because, well, I don't know what Wesley Snipes did to get himself to go to jail. We're not telling you not to pay taxes. It's going to have to be based off where you put your money, how much money you lost of that year. It's where you don't have to pay certain things. When you get into the things where you're trying to hide taxes illegally and not having a legitimate showing where, that's where you gotta have good paperwork. You're not showing where you spent money, directed money, or any of those kind of things. That's where you get into trouble. That's where you get into trouble. Now, granted, I don't know what 45's done, but for you to owe $421 million, you into some shit that I don't know what to tell you about. And it's I don't know. I don't know what to say when it comes to stuff like that. That's a different animal. Frankly, I think he's into some shit that he shouldn't be into, and that's why he's president. I don't think he really wanted to be president, but it was a necessity. And that's another story I can get into right now, but I'm not going to get into this on this Tuesday. People, you just got to understand there's a game, the tax game. That's what they call it. It's a game. Politics is a game. The money thing is a game. And we get so upset when people tell you this and y'all get mad because, why does he get away with it? Well, he gets away with it because he understands what's going on in the game. When you understand what's going on in the game, you play the game to your advantage. Just like I said, our black folks, we get into this thing, we say, well, so-and-so did this, okay? Oh, Lord, what's going on? Oh, it's not. Okay, what's going on now? Oh, tell me this is not working. Oh, this got pulled out. No wonder. Anybody hear me now? Okay. The thing got pulled out. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me right now. As I was saying, the biggest problem a lot of folks don't understand is that we're not trained to understand the tax laws. Okay, never have been trained to understand the tax laws, and we gotta keep abreast of what's going on in the tax laws and how they work. The tax laws work. To be honest with you, the tax laws, the Federal Reserve. But I don't want to get into that right tonight because people need to understand that it's a game. It's all a game. Politics is a game. Money's a game. All the stuff is a game. But we, black folks, seem to get upset when people learn how to play the game. We just never learn how to play the game. We get turned about, well, who's going to do this for us? Nobody. Okay? I don't care what place you are in, where you are in. The game is the game of life is you gotta learn to play the game. Okay, it's a financial game. Life is a game. All right, so we're gonna talk about more about this on my let me see here, on my Sunset Sunday show that I do every Sunday night. Let me see if I can find the. Okay, here's a link here. All right, there's a link down the lower third, right down there. You can sign up for Sunset Sunday for this weekend, 7:00 p.m. I do a sound show with my business partner, Kent Robertson. I don't tell you, people, it's a game. That's all I can say. And people are all up in arms right now with this tax thing because they don't understand the game of the tax laws. You just got to dwell into the thing and tell you you're willing to give your financial ignorance to somebody else to help you with, and they're gonna only do so much for you. Okay, they're gonna only do so much for you, and you have to be more cognitive today. Even as a worker bee, you got to be more cognitive about where your money's going, how your money's going, all that stuff. And a lot of y'all don't want to do that. We're not trained to do that. We're trained to work. Okay? Men are so egotistical about misplaced work ethic. What I mean by that, we have a lot, especially Latino and Black men, we have a misplaced thing about work ethic. And sometimes that work ethic has put a lot of us in an early grave. And I'm just saying, it's put a lot of us in an early grave. And we just don't understand that. We play this game because we have to take care of our family. Well, you should take care of your family. That's not what I'm trying to say to you. What I'm trying to say to you is that there's a way today that doesn't have to be as stressful to take care of your family. That's what I'm saying today. And you have to understand. Let me go turn on this light. It's getting darker. I'm on the sun porch. All right. There's a way to take care of your family without it putting you in an early grave. With all the technologies like what I'm using today, why are y'all stressing about certain things? I've never understood people in that aspect, and nobody. That's because we're not. Well, you really don't have to. It's there. Everybody walks around with one of these. Everybody has a laptop or a tablet or something. There's money to be made. It's called leverage, people. And all these people talking about going. Everybody talking about all these people trying to go. Need to go back to school. I live in Columbus, Ohio. The Columbus School Board is trying to open up in-person school again, and then they just had a raise in cases to over 1,000. They were down to 600-700. People, think for yourself. That's another problem I have with a lot of folks today. See, our educational system has told us to be obedient, compliant, and do what I say, not as I do. And that's what's wrong with a lot of y'all. You'll do what these fools say, even if it's putting you in danger. I don't understand that. Okay? I don't understand that mindset. I've never understood their mindset. Not to have no damn job. How you gonna have a damn job to do that and then you sick and you can't perform it anyway? I just don't get it. And it's like learn, everybody's like I said, everybody's up in arms about taxes. And we got the debate tonight. I hope, what's his name need to get in his ass on for some stuff. But I'm not going to even get into that. I just thought I'd do this little video on what's going on, how people should understand that there is a tax code, why people are able to do certain things. People are up in arms because Amazon hasn't paid this or that. You got to know the tax code. It's information, people. We're in an information age of understanding how certain people, it's like this. If you want to learn something about money, you find out from the people who are making money and doing money, or know some information, or about it. Whatever it is, they ain't got to be the foremost. But if you're not getting somebody showing you how to do something, you get the information where you can go. And I've sent people to different things about information, but if you choose not to move forward on it, that's you. That ain't me. Okay, it ain't me. I will help you with anything I can, but you got to be willing to help yourself. And that's why I'm saying people are bitching and whining about this tax thing because they say, found out he only paid $700 some in taxes last few years. Well, don't be so willing to always have to pay your taxes, people, if you don't have to. Don't be so willing to pay more than you need to pay. See, we got a system that's making you think that you have to, as a good U.S. citizen, I have to pay my fair share of taxes. No, you have to pay your allowed share of taxes that the tax code that these motherfuckers set up that allows you to do. You can see there's a different connotation. Okay, they print money, folks. They ain't gonna run out as long as they're allowed to print money in this country and some of these other Western societies. What good is your money? See, that's another thing a lot of y'all don't understand. We run on fiat money. I don't want to talk about all this stuff now. Come Sunday, Sunset Sundays at that lower thirds, register there. We're going to talk about a few things. Talk about a lot of things. Taxes, why you struggle. I am currently working another book called Why You on the Wrong Side of the Balance Sheet. Okay? It's going to be a deep book, folks. It's going to be a deep book. Oh, this thing got caption on it now. With that being said, I hope you got value from what I'm saying. Don't get so stressed out about this tax thing, folks. You could do it too legally, and the only thing you got to do is learn how to use the tax codes to your advantage. That's all. That's all you got to do. Use the tax codes to your advantage. And that's all they're doing. That's all what the rich do. Okay? Biggest problem you guys want to do is tell them they can't do something, and that's why they start getting up in arms or something. Okay? If they told you couldn't run your business because somebody else was jealous about it, you'd be up in arms about it too. And this is not, see, I know a lot of you are going to tell, well, you must be a Trump. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm not a Trump supporter. Okay? I never liked Trump even when he was on The Apprentice. I'm trying to get y'all to keep things in perspective about what's going on. Okay, just because I don't like somebody don't mean I don't understand what they're doing. That's the biggest problem with Democrats. Y'all try to teach your constituents bullshit. You don't try to understand that the enemy that you're dealing with, yet you want to talk shit and be bitching about it and don't understand how they are able to do certain things. You can't play that game. Okay? Sun Tzu, Art of War. All war is built on deception. War, business. So you're going to have some women in here going to say, well, I don't want to look at business as war or guerrilla. Well, contrary to what you want to look at it is, and contrary to how it is and what the climate is, you're going to have to learn to shift in the waves, adapt, move. Okay. Without that, you're going to struggle. You're not going to survive. It don't matter what you want as long as you know what is happening. With that being said, I hope you got value on this Tuesday night. Usually I do a thing called Tuesday tips. I haven't been doing them for a while. You can say this is Tuesday tips, but I'm not labeling this as Tuesday tips. It's just I'm doing something. I was doing Tuesday tips for a bit. I don't know. I might start doing that. I decided to label it Tuesday tips. I will. All right, folks. Peace. Take care. For those who are following me on YouTube, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and all that, and like this, subscribe, share out, give me some love or whatever, okay? And if you want to get more alerts on what I do and stuff, subscribe to my newsletter, GregorySmith.online. I have a newsletter, blog newsletter. You can get on and get alerts on my blog. This is for people who will get information that I don't share all the time on social media. With that being said, folks, like I said, peace, take care, and I'm out. Later.